everybody. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. So this is going to be a new series, I guess I'm going to call, that's going to combine the weather and the car, called WRX Weather. I'm in my WRX. My WRX is called the WRX. So we got WRX Weather talking about the snow coming over the next week. And I'm on my way to get some gas. We'll see how the gas station is as well. Alright, so before I get onto the highway here, we have round 1 coming tonight into tomorrow. And round 1 into tomorrow is not the main focus. That's going to give us a couple inches, 1 to 2 inches. Once you're south of New York City, that could only be maybe a coating. That's really about it. Got a dump truck in front of me. I couldn't let it go all out. But maybe now. Alright. So we have some snow coming tomorrow, as I mentioned. Just a coating, and it's really going to be mostly in the morning hours. So yes, the morning commute looks like it'll be a little bit slick at times, but more of a nuisance than anything else, really. Now, that's round 1. Round 2 is going to be Saturday night into Sunday morning. Or actually, I should say Sunday. So Saturday night, the snow is going to start probably around 8 or 9 p.m., right around there. I'd give the window 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's when I'm thinking the snow is going to be starting. And then it's going to start maybe a little light, but then very quickly, as I see the snow plows making their way through. And then it's going to very quickly change into very heavy snow. And this is where New York City and north can see prolonged periods of heavy snow. These prolonged periods of heavy snow are going to be before dawn, it looks like. That's going to be, again, New York City and north. And that's going to be the heaviest probably around 2 or 3 a.m. going until maybe 7 a.m. Now, 7 a.m.-ish, that time frame is going to be the tricky time, because that's when we could see the transition happening. Now, it looks like it's going to be transitioning not completely to rain. A lot of the higher resolution forecast models, for instance, the NAM, the RPM I haven't looked at for today, but specifically the NAM and the Deep Thunder model. That's an experimental model from IBM run on the Watson supercomputer. Oh look, we got a salter out here. So those higher resolution models are showing this icing period that the larger scale models, the global scale models, for instance, the GFS, the European, none of those actually showed any of this icing. So that's going to be the tricky part, is the icing. Because if we get more ice and less snow, that could be a worst case scenario than just all snow. So the two scenarios, it looks like, are going to be either a lot of snow and not much ice, or less snow with a little bit more ice than we're comfortable with. And now all the trees are exposed, maybe on some of these power lines. So that's where we could have power outages from the snow, or I should say the ice on there. Hey, another one. Subaru buddies. Anyway, that's going to be the tricky part is the morning. So look, I'm going to say it looks like it's going to be a transition to some sleet at that time. And then it's going to maybe transition to a little bit of rain. Just for a little bit. And then as the Arctic blast really starts to come back, that's where we are seeing quite a bit of cold air coming in. I'm talking like overnight lows can get around 0 degrees or -1 degrees Fahrenheit. And I talked about this yesterday. That looks maybe around -18, -20 degrees Celsius. So that's a lot of cold air coming in. And we're going to be seeing a lot of cold air with precipitation, meaning snow. So Sunday is going to be a very bad day. And forth. So as I mentioned, Sunday is going to be a very bad day. So what I'm thinking is it's going to start out as heavy snow in the overnight hours. Right around dawn, we're going to start to see some sleet happening. So we're going to have snow, then a layer of ice. And some of the forecast models, specifically like the European, was showing maybe a 1/2 inch to 1 inch of ice. That is a lot of ice. Accretion, it's called, which is basically just ice accumulation. Okay, you saw that. The camera's there. So the snow, then ice, and then it's going to turn to a little bit of rain. But as the Arctic air comes in, any rain that was on top, that's going to almost flash freeze into just ice. And then later in the afternoon and the evening, that's where we're going to see more snow. And it's not a lot of snow by the time we get to the afternoon and the evening on Sunday. Just because the bulk of the precipitation, the moisture of this system, is already gone. So we could see maybe another few inches of snow in the afternoon. It's going to be a messy day, and that's round 2. Round 3 looks like Wednesday. And that's going to be a bit tricky as well, just because that freezing line is going to be pretty much right over us. So we could see maybe another little bit of some ice or snow. Rain, sleet, snow. So that'd be round 3 on Wednesday. And there may be even a round 4 going into maybe Friday. However, we're going to take this 2 storms at a time. Tomorrow, nothing big. And the gas station doesn't look terrible either here. But 2 storms at a time. The one going into tomorrow, not bad at all. Wrapping up this video for this first edition of WRX Weather, we're going to be having a little light snow, a couple inches at most, 1 to 2 for tomorrow. And then we're going to go into Sunday. It's going to start Saturday night, say between 7 and 9 p.m. And with that, it's going to transition from light snow at first to heavy snow in the overnight hours. And then the heavy snow in the overnight hours will persist for a few hours. So we can have maybe 3 inches of snow, 2 inches of snow per hour for maybe 5 hours. That would give about 10 inches of snow. So we have to keep that in mind. We could see, and I'm going to say 6 to 12 inches for the tri-state region north of New York City. South of New York City, that's going to be more like on the 3 to 6. And then once you get near the coast, the Jersey Shore, South Shore of Long Island, it looks like we're going to be having only about maybe a coating to 3 inches, I'm going to say. And I'm going to have on the social media accounts, I'm going to put out a map that I'm going to draw for you guys. So you're going to have that. If you want to get more weather updates, hit that little subscribe button below. And sometimes I do go live. I'm not sure if I'm going live over the weekend. A messy day on Sunday. That's round 2. Round 3 would be Wednesday. That's still a little bit uncertain. Again, we're going to take this 2 storms at a time. So to get more updates on all of these rounds of snow, again, check out my social media accounts at WeathermanAP. Subscribe here. And that wraps up this video while I wait at the gas station. Again, this is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. Thank you for watching today. Please stay safe over the next week, essentially. I'll keep you updated. And have a great day, everybody. I'll see you all in the next video.